It's getting late. Where to now? Nice. Nice.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people. I don't know. That depends on your friend.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too. I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The keywords that got Adler thinking were energy life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras, the last time I saw him was in the master control zone.
Jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again! Adler, he disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to him.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Your countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it's time to go back and chat.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery...
Indeed. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand. So the answer...
Tenuous connections. First, Adler's the next angle. Last.
The link between the 3...
First, the next angle. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human...
I understand.
Tenuous connect. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous... During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, the flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain Look. The answer? This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimension.
It's the phase flame. The creation of member... However, she lived for the phase flame shifted into a...
This booklet I fear that... This booklet does the I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Tenuous I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Tenuous I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Schurling said, Adler kept... I believe this word was actually... phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's as a scion of the Phase Flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting. That is the truth of the We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear. And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, It needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shiftability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer.
Don't worry. If anything happens, I'll just put you back together.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the fold. Mr. Ratio, please.
The infernal fire is also a form. The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire. See? It's still in the space station. Like Screwlam said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the...
The fire is dying. This place is...
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. For the theater of the mediocre.
It's time.
Not bad. 5 points.
You bully!
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
Time to twirl! Let me tend your wounds. Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Not a scratch.
I won't break.
Test.
Lands at the ready. Hit!
Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Sayas Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Time to twirl!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward! I'm on guard. Reach the end of the story in your own way. Will of preservation!
For the theater of the mediocre. Your answers? Test.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
It's time. Hit!
Answer me. The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't make...
What is...
Seems like this chase. It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness, but next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer.
A small fragment of consciousness. Oh? No. Hold on. Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Test. 0 points.
Time to twirl!
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Hit. Land. Forward. 0 points. Answer me.
Time to twirl! You bully! Hey-ya! Hey! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Test. Land. Forward. Answer me. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Time to twirl! Hey-ya!
0 points. Hit.
What's in your prescription?
Test. Fail. Answer me. Land. Forward.
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Test.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Time to twirl! Hey-ya!
Mediocre. Test. Fail.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Aster's whereabouts.
Land. Forward.
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Hey-ya!
Test. Fail.
What's in your prescription?
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. 0 points.
Time to twirl!
Fail.
Secret of the safe.
Answer me. 0 points.
Hey-ya! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Good work. You did very well. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation: they are all safe and sound. It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine. Yes, it is over. This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, sir. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself. I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer: that is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlam. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation: I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic: a third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlam. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlam is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson. With that, I take my leave. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Nice. Nice.
While devotion to public tasks is a must, this fatigue is somewhat overwhelming.
Spread those positive vibes and watch the good luck follow. Hey! Ooh. Don't mess with me!
Time for a buzz.
The dead return!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a buzz.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Lance! Forward!
Time for a buzz.
Time to twirl!
This is double speed.
Hey! Time to twirl!
Not a scratch.
The dead return!
Time for a buzz.
Lance! Forward!
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Time for a buzz.
Hey! Time to twirl!
This is double speed.
Time to twirl!
The dead return!
To stand side by side with a noble soul like you, dear friends, is a great honor. My guiding light. Beauty is eternal.
Time to twirl!
Wretched and fleeting.
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty. Beauty is eternal.
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty. Will protect all beauty.
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Wretched and fleeting.
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty. Beauty is eternal.
Time to twirl!
Time for a buzz.
Time to twirl!
Wretched and fleeting.
Hit! Lance! Forward!
Time for a buzz.
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Beauty is eternal.
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty.
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty. Wretched and fleeting. Will protect all beauty. Will protect all beauty. To stand side by side with a noble...
We need a strategy.
The storm shall pass.
Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a fun.
Wretched and fleeting!
Hit!
This is double speed. Time to twirl!
Beauty is eternal!
Land! Forward!
Wretched and fleeting!
Time to twirl!
Time for a fun. This big diamond! It's all yours!
Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Wretched and fleeting!
Land! Forward!
is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a buzz.
This is double speed.
Rigid and fleet.
Time to twirl. Time for a buzz.
Lance! Forward!
This big diamond! It's all yours!
is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Rigid and fleeting!
Time for a buzz.
Time to twirl!
Hit! Lance! Forward!
Beauty is eternal!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
To stand side by side with a noble soul like you?
The storm shall
Rigid and fleeting!
Time to twirl!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Time for a buzz.
I won't break!
Rigid and fleeting! Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Hit! Lance! Forward!
Time for a buzz.
Rigid and fleeting!
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Beauty is eternal! Rigid and fleeting!
Time to twirl!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Lance! Forward!
Beauty is eternal!
Hey! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Rigid and fleeting! I will protect all beauty! Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a buzz.
Lance! Forward!
Rigid and fleeting!
Hey! This big diamond! It's all yours!
flesh wound.
This is double speed.
Time to twirl!
The beauty is eternal! I will protect all beauty!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
stop worrying about the stats. Have some fun.
To stand side by...
The storm shall be
Rigid and fleeting!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a fun.
Lance! Forward!
Time to twirl!
The beauty is eternal!
That!
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty! Rigid and fleeting!
Time to twirl! Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Lance! Forward!
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Beauty is eternal! Will protect all beauty! Rigid and fleeting!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a fun.
Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Rigid and fleeting!
This is double speed.
Beauty is eternal! Rigid and fleeting!
Time to twirl!
Lance! Forward!
Time for a fun.
Bless you!
I won't break. This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty!
Hit!
Rigid and fleeting!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Today me is even more awesome than yesterday me. There's still room for improvement.
Just as the databank requires updating, so I must keep evolving. Just as the databank requires updating, so I must keep evolving.
To stand side by side with an...
We need a strategy.
This storm shall pass. Beauty is eternal!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Wretched and fleeting!
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Lance! Forward!
Beauty is eternal!
That!
Wretched and fleeting!
Time to twirl! Time for a buzz.
Beauty is eternal!
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Will protect all beauty! Wretched and fleeting!
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Beauty is eternal! Will protect all beauty!
reach the end of the story in your own way.
You're coming with? I'm keeping score.
Will of preservation!
Chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
Years.
Another peaceful day. La 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 la.
Is there anything you'd like to share with me?
How quaint. A space so meticulously curated just for Myra. Perhaps the best part is that even with so many present, there's a delightful scarcity of not at all. As a nameless who's always on the road, it's no small feat. The average person is easily Go ahead and try. With this mask on, I intend to keep the world at bay.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Do you know how to fix a star system?
Ah, look! Is that a... It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens and from it celestial bodies hung.
Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou? Those are metaphors. You shouldn't take poetry so literally. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
I don't
Need your
believe
extractor
in ghosts.
cleaned or your Starskip service?
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
Will of preservation!
Time to twirl! Tough luck running into me!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Time to twirl! What are you looking at? Time to twirl!
I'm on guard.
Phew! Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Reach the end of the story in your own way. So that's how it works. Looks good.
Done and dusted. Huh? Finders keepers. couldn't have done it without me. Huh? Finders keepers. So strange. Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working? I don't understand. It's never been locked before, and no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests. Are you really from the Divination Commission? No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access. Here it is. You're pretty sharp. Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again. I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you. Upgrade configured.
Will of Preservation!
Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Don't mess with me.
Time to twirl!
Hit!
Hey!
sharp scythe needs targets.
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Acceptable quality.
What a headache.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl! Time to twirl! You couldn't have done it without me. Hey, you're here too. Let's get this game go.
What a headache.
Time to twirl!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time to twirl!
I'm on guard. Hit!
turn. Oh dear. This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Who's next?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Me?
No, I meant Chinchua. I didn't expect to see her here during work hours.
That's unfair. I'm working hard. Look, these are the guests the Master Diviner wants to meet.
A rare honor.
Are you...
Yes, if you want to see the Master, they're short of hands.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes... Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Even in Madame Herta's space station. I never saw anything related to Noose.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today. Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the Heaven and Thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron Hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer, the boundless omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Jinchue is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals and eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way. Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Jinchue will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits...
Psst. I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
What? Which magic word?
The universal one? Please?
Oh. Please.
Good enough.
Is this what I get? No reward and a bunch of extra... The Master Diviner wants me to restart the Matrix. I worked so hard on getting transferred to the repository. It's the best place to slack off and be invisible. Now I actually have career prospects. This is terrible. If I screw it up, they might fire me. But if I get it done right, they'll send me more work. I'm gonna ask more questions next time. I could be playing Celestial Jade right now. Jinchue, restarting the base terminals will be your responsibility. Oh, and forget everything you saw and heard just now. I'm gonna ask more questions.
It's been a while, my astral guest. Thanks to you, the Law Fu has successfully brought Kafka to justice. I am truly grateful. There hadn't been a single Stellaron hunter arrest since the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation. How can we compete when our paths diverge? The Alliance has taken an oath to hunt down undying abominations, while the IPC still. It's a pleasure for me to be able to say that still, at present, Kafka has
unearthed the truth.
Precisely. But the secrets of the Stellar, everything hinges on restoring.
You're coming with?
Idol of Preservation!
Tread carefully.
Ready when you are.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Hit! Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time to twirl!
Time for a fun.
That's more like it.
Time to log off. I mean, head back.